The choice to start a Eurorack synthesizer can be a thrilling experience, but where do you get started? Well, before you start daydreaming about all the blinking lights, multicolored cables, and far-out soundscapes, there are many things you'll need to consider first. In this three-part series, let's cover the process of not only starting your very first Eurorack system, but careful module selection and patch creation. So without any further ado, let's get started. Right off the bat, we need to address the one crucial thing you'll need to consider before thinking about all the fancy modules, fun patches, and live performances you'll be booking. Ask yourself this: can I afford to start or even complete the Eurorack system of my choosing? I'll say the biggest mistake new people to Eurorack make is selecting all their wants before assessing their needs. With that out of the way, if you're coming from the world of a traditional keyboard-based synthesizer, you'll have a head start on understanding some of the building blocks in a traditional patch. You'll understand the need for a sound source or an oscillator, and the many ways you can shape that sound source to taste by filtering the sound or changing the dynamics with envelopes. Before all that though, you'll need to take a little time to understand and study the building blocks of a Eurorack synthesizer. First up, we have the case. Like any pre-constructed hardware synthesizer, you have to realize that it would just be a jumbled mess of circuit boards, cabling, and random connectors without a prefabricated case the manufacturer thought best fit the ergonomics and vision for that synth. These are all cosmetic choices, and really only a few of these are essential when just starting out. Those two are size and price. First off, some might say get the largest case you can, but in my opinion, I say get the case that fits your wants and your wallet. Case sizes are measured in HP. This will make more sense once we talk about module HP sizes as well. Put it like this: if you have big Eurorack system dreams, pick up a big case. If you have modest system dreams, pick up a smaller setup. 420 HP is very, very large. And remember, it's going to cost a lot of money to fill up a system of that size. The system in front of me is 84 HP, and while I think it's perfect for myself, I'd say an ambitious beginner should start with a case of 100 to 150 HP, and this will give you plenty of room to grow. The power supply is probably the most overlooked aspect of a Eurorack system. I think we're all used to the idea of a prefabricated case and power supply coming with each synth or instrument we purchase. A power supply is the life's blood of your Eurorack system. Nothing can run without it, and making sure you have a good one that can handle the amount of modules you choose is crucial. Make sure that you also select a power supply with enough pin connector slots. If you don't, you'll be looking to add a new module only to find out that there are no vacant slots to accommodate it. Most modules require 12 volts of power, but some require 5 volts, so consider looking at a switchable power supply as well. My suggestion is sticking with a trusted manufacturer like Pittsburgh Modular and their EP208. It's large enough to give you the space to expand, though there are many smaller and more affordable options, but of course the choice is yours. The cables. Let's get this out of the way. Your modular will be nothing without the connectors to take a sound source from basic wave shape to brilliant unique patch. Cables are the Eurorack's veins, and chances are your case won't come with any cables. The modules you select might come with their own set of cables, but the lengths might be too short to reach from one end of your system to the other. Picking up some very long cables is a great idea. Always take a measurement of the furthest two patches you might want to make, then give yourself a little slack. Never use a cable where the length is barely enough to extend the reach of your patch. This is bad for your system, especially when you bus an input and output, and equally bad for your wallet. Also, you can get cables that allow you to duplicate signals with one cable. These are called stack cables. Think of picking up a few of these as well when you're working with a smaller system. Modules. We'll get into this more in depth in part 2 of the series, but it should be said that there are tons and tons of modules out there. Many of these modules perform the exact same functions. Say, oscillators are traditionally sound sources and envelopes are traditionally sound shapers, though in the world of Eurorack, this isn't always the way you have to use your modules. You are free to patch any output to any input. Eurorack is unique in this way and creates an unending exploration of sound design, and the modules you choose will have a big effect on the endless possibilities you can have. With all that said, remember that at the start of any Eurorack endeavor, it's best to have a clear vision of where you're going. Links to purchase the building blocks to your Eurorack system will be in the description. A huge thanks to Pittsburgh Modular and Erica Synths for helping make this series possible. Remember to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Stay tuned for parts 2 and 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one.